Late one night, an amateur radio enthusiast named David was scanning frequencies, searching for strange, but then something unusual emerged. A faint, rhythmic pulse. Intrigued, David fine-tuned the frequency. A voice emerged, garbled yet unmistakably human. "Don't ignore this." The coordinates pointed to San Francisco, but David lived in rural Montana, far removed from the city. Brushing it off as a prank, he shut his equipment down. But the signal persisted. On his car radio, his phone, even his TV. The message grew louder, more insistent. "Help us. Time is running out." Against his better judgment, David decided to investigate. He drove over 1,000 miles to the coordinates. They led to an abandoned building in the heart of the city, condemned and forgotten. The air was heavy with silence as David entered. Inside, he found old, rusted radio equipment still operational. A single monitor displayed a live feed of an empty room, bathed in sickly fluorescent light. But then, movement. A figure, its face obscured, stood motionless. David's phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. "They're watching you now." Panicking, he tried to leave, but the door wouldn't budge. The radio equipment crackled to life, and the same voice from before whispered, "Look closer." On the screen, the figure moved closer to the camera. It wasn't a person. It was a hollow, human-shaped shell, its surface writhing as if alive. David's breath caught as he realized the thing wasn't looking at the camera. It was looking at him. Suddenly, the live feed cut to black. The room fell silent. Then the voice returned, clearer than ever. "You shouldn't have come." David stumbled backward, desperate to escape, when he noticed something horrifying. The shadow of the figure on the screen now appeared on the wall behind him. It began to move independently, stretching, reaching for him. He fled the building, but the shadow followed, growing larger and more defined under every streetlight. It whispered in a voice only he could hear. "The signal is in you now." Back home, the strange broadcast stopped, but David wasn't free. Every shadow he saw seemed alive, watching, waiting. His reflection in mirrors began lagging, moving just slightly slower than him. And every night, he'd wake to find his radio playing the same garbled message. "We are here, and so are you." The last time anyone heard from David, he sent a single, cryptic email. "It's not a signal. It's a doorway. Don't listen." David's cryptic email left everyone on edge. But what did he mean? The signal wasn't just a message, it was a doorway. A doorway to what? That's when strange reports from around the world began to surface. People experiencing similar phenomena. Shadows moving on their own, reflections lagging, and radios playing garbled messages. Experts scrambled for answers, but none could be found. Theories ranged from government experiments to supernatural occurrences, but none could explain the widespread nature of the events. Then, one night, a group of researchers received a transmission. It was David's voice, but it sounded distorted, as if coming from another dimension. "Don't try to understand it," he said. "It's beyond our comprehension. The signal is a doorway, and once you hear it, you're marked. They can see you, they can reach you, and they will come." The transmission ended abruptly, leaving more questions than answers. But one thing was clear: the signal was not just a threat to David, it was a threat to everyone. As the world grappled with this new reality, one message became clear: never listen to the signal. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more thrilling stories and updates. Click the bell icon to never miss an upload.